Hi guys, if you want to see how I made and installed these kitchen windows and these folding sliding doors, please continue watching. I started with 8-inch long, 1.5-inch wide bamboo strips. Side by side, it's 3 inches wide, which is the perfect door opening for a 1 inch equals a foot scale dollhouse. I've got my handy dandy Dremel. I enlisted the help of my daughter Crystal and we sanded away. I found this ultrafine tip applicator at a craft store, and it's great for all those hard to reach places and in general for miniature projects. Here I've got my plexiglass, and before I glue and install it in there, I'm going to make sure that I measure everything out. You want to test it all out before you glue. Now I'm going to be creating 3 panels on top of each other. And that's just me, don't mind me, I'm jamming to my 80s music while I do miniatures. Sue me or join the party. Alright, back to work. So you want to make sure your glue is not excessive, but it shouldn't be so minimal either. You want these pieces to be sturdy and last for a long time. So I am clamping it all in, and right after this I'm gonna install one more layer of wood. So I'm gonna cut out 1 layer from the top, so there's gonna be 3 layers of wood there. I'll be cutting out 1 to make a snuggle space for the hinge. You want to make sure that you create a snuggle space versus just gluing the hinge. It just makes it a lot more secure. I also did my windows and my doors simultaneously. I work better that way, and it just makes for a more interesting project. Only here with the windows, you're not going to put the hinges together since you want each window to open and close independently. I glued the hinge into the snuggly spot first, and I did this for both the doors and the windows, and then I'm going to screw in the nails. And excuse my nails, I have water paint all over them. This project was intense, to say the least. So just be careful with those nails. Once they get lost, you're never going to find them. This is the outside view from the kitchen, and I'm installing the windows in with the other part of the hinge. It's glued on, and now I'm screwing in that tiny little nail. This is the outside view looking in, and it's funny because looking in, it kind of looks like a real apartment, and I was noticing that while I was watching the video. These are not toothpicks, they're bamboo skewers. You want to snip the tips of them. The tips are way too fragile and unreliable. And now I'm gonna cut right here. I'm sorry that I do not have the measurement of these little, but let's Rachel Ray it and eyeball it. So it's not very big. That's the measurement. And I like that it's pointy on top and wide at the bottom, because the pointy part is going to go into the hole that I made at the bottom of the door, and that way I don't have to make a big hole. I'm going to glue that hole. I'm going to put glue inside that hole and then slide the skewer piece right back in. That piece is going to serve it's going to flow on the track, and I'm going to do it for the part right above it and for the other outer part of the door. There's the track. There's one part of the track, and now I'm going to add another bamboo piece and leave a space in the middle for the bottom track of the doorway. Let's create the top track. I've got this piece of plywood, and I'm going to measure and cut it to fit in the doorway. And I really just came up with this, like, honestly, I've seen a couple of things, but this is what came to mind for me that would work with the things and the tools that I have. That's the other thing. You always got to work with what you have, so be creative. So I'm going to measure this piece, and I'm going to measure it with the door installed into the track from the bottom and make sure that everything fits nicely, and see where the top track is going to rest. and that's what I'm doing right here. There it is, and I'm just gonna mark it. So let's get this piece painted. This is just a watercolor, so it's like a nice little water stain. It's sanded and painted, and I'm gonna just create the track now. So here's the bamboo, and just like the bottom track, I'll be using bamboo, and that's the theme for the Bali villa. The theme is bamboo. I'm gonna see if I can get teak. Teak wood is a bit expensive, but super common in Bali, and I want to be as authentic as I can to the Bali culture, especially with building materials. So I'm gonna do 2 layers here, and that's what I did at the bottom of the track. In the for the bottom track, I eventually did put another layer, just like I'm doing here, just to make it high enough and sturdy and thick. I'm gonna sand the middle part to make sure it runs, it's a nice groove.
Testing 1 2. Oh, this camera. There it is. Hi guys, it's me, Lucy. I'm here. It's been a long time, but I'm so happy to see you guys. You don't even imagine. The last time I saw you, I was talking about how I wanted my windows and my doors. And guess what? My maker is finally getting things done. I've been seeing and hearing her working, and I'm super excited. She relocated me right now to an undisclosed location, so unfortunately, I cannot tell you because you guys are nutsos. Oh, this is incredible. The minute that I decide to do a video, I got workers outside the door. And I know that it's my maker. I know she's doing my windows and my doors. Pero Dios mío, por favor. The noise is not gonna stop, and to be honest, I gotta get a couple of things off of my chest. So I'm just gonna talk louder and then we'll get it, Because imagínate, esto está increíble. First of all, I want to say you look amazing. Yes, you standing there, sitting there, with your phone, looking at YouTube with your phone. I see you. You look good. All right? So kudos to you. Kudos to me and my maker. She's making my house. She's doing my windows, my doors. I am excited. I cannot wait to see everything. Funny story, I stumbled onto the villa by mistake. I wasn't sneaking a peek, even though she specifically told me not to go near it until she was finished. I'm walking into the villa by mistake on purpose, if you understand what I'm saying. I happened to see a little scratch on the window. Can you explain that to me? I mean, it's a brand new window, right? I know I didn't scratch it. Look, she better not tell me that I scratched it because I know I didn't. I was being nosy. But now I can't prove it because she's going to say, oh, you shouldn't have seen the window scratched if you would not have been there when I told you not to be. So we're going to let that one slide. Look, guys, you know me. I'm not a complainer. You know what I'm saying? But no, not for nothing. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. También, I wanted to tell you guys, thank you for even liking, commenting, but I just want to mention something, guys. Like, talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me something. Tell me about your day. Tell me what you want. Tell me if you're liking these videos. Tell me something new. Listen, and talk to me in Spanish. You guys know, yo hablo español también. Que si cualquier cosa ustedes quieren hablar en español, aquí yo estoy. Suscriban, pongan like, comenten que yo estoy aquí. Listen, guys, This is international. From my understanding, YouTube is international. So come on. I'm not gonna complain. I promise my next video is gonna be just me here, happy, looking forward. Thank you again. Like, subscribe, suscríbanse, comenten, pongan like. God bless you guys and goodbye.
That was weird. I lost the signal there for a second, but we're gonna get right to the sealing of the pieces. So for the doors and the windows, I'll be putting 3 coats, and for the tracks, I'll be putting 2 coats. And I choose polycrylic because it's water-based and easier on the lungs. The polyurethane is just, we have asthma in my family and it's just not gonna fly. So it just works out better that way. And I will also tell you to just be careful with finishing the doors once they already have the windows, the glass panes there, because you want to make sure you don't get any of that on the window. And I am going to also seal the door frame. And I'm using this seal for everything, and I just feel like now that we are, I'm sealing that window frame as well. I feel like now that we've got the can open, let's just get a seal happy. Remember this corner here though? I said I was gonna do invisible, like an invisible wall there. Changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm actually gonna do something interesting there. So we'll see. I know it looks very shiny right now, but once it dries, it's not going to be that shiny. And I'm only doing 1 coat on the wall. I don't want my wall to be very shiny, but I do want to seal the wood. And I know that there's a lot of different colors there. You'll see everything is going to come together. You kind of do have to have a bit of a vision of the feel for the rooms that you're making before you do them, even if you change your mind on a couple of different things. But I know that once I put the appliances, the color of appliances and furniture, it's all going to make everything come together nicely. And I was going to stain the floor for the living room floors, but I'm not going to. I just don't want to darken this area any more than it already is. I will be putting at least 2 coats on the floors. Maybe the living room floors will get a 3rd coat. I do want my floor to be shiny. So this is relatively easy. I really love this part. I love sealing the wood. I love the shine that it gives, and just makes everything feel a lot more realistic and homey, and I love that. So let's get to installing the doors now that everything is sealed. We're going to put the bottom of the doors on the bottom track and nestle them right inside the groove, and that top track, we're going to nestle the top part of the doors right inside of that groove. And I have a lot of space on top, so I can move it around as I need to. I'm gonna glue just the sides and I'll remove the excess later, but I'm going to glue just the sides. Remember, you don't want to glue the inside of the track to the door, or else you won't be able to open and close. You won't be able to fold and slide the door. Now that top part has an opening, has a gap, and I found the perfect piece, and I will be painting it the same color as I did the top track, and I'll be installing that piece as well. I made sure I sanded it and painted it like the other piece. So now it's ready to be, I'm just gonna measure it. Now this piece, what it's gonna do is gonna push down on the track and make it so that the door is more secure, and ensure that it's on either groove, the groove on the bottom and the groove on the top. And here I'm just gonna glue it. I know I tend to put a lot of glue. Sometimes it can be excessive. But yeah, so I'm gonna put it in here, nestle it right in. Now you do need to push a little, which is what I like. That pushing makes for added pressure on the top track. Now there's still a little space there, but it gives it a nice pressure and presses down to secure the doors so that there's movement and it won't come out. Now, confession, there is a scratch. That is a real scratch, and my daughter apologizes. She was sanding and the Dremel got caught on the glass, and so that's staying there for a while. You know, I am going to be doing curtains and different things, and so little by little it'll look better, but for right now I don't see myself installing a new glass. Now the doors came out okay. They are functional. They in Bali, this is very typical. They usually have their doors open completely wide, and you can open one side and put them both on the same side, or slide them and on opposite sides. But this is what they typically look like. Thank you guys for watching and for all of your support. If you like the video, share it, comment, and let me know your thoughts. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next project. Peace.